Jad Ibrahim, Vice President of Support Services for Shade Corporation, based out of the Eastern Region, an EPC company. You know, it's been quite an immaculate conference. Great speakers that came on board representing different parts of the industry. And honestly, you don't find too many people that are able to bring that in from executives from different verticals, from the client side and contractors. Takeaways that we all seem to agree on is that financing has been a big impact on constructability. That's one. Another one was collaboration, communication. If we need to all come in earlier into the picture as contractors so we can have a more optimal and more efficient and more effective project that's preventing projects from being delayed, from a statistic of 30% that was mentioned today, so things of that nature. And finally, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Right? That's something that's near and dear simply because I feel like it's lacking in construction. And in Saudi Arabia, in our industry, given the fact that Gen Z is around 50 to 60% of the workforce, tailoring and understanding how they tick to retain them, to make sure that they are driven, because we're only as powerful as our employees are, and they are the biggest asset that we have. Construction in the way that we do things today or previously isn't working for us today. The whole 1 year timeline, 2 years, 3 years of getting things done when for similar sized projects is non-existent. Right now we're looking at giga projects. So like I mentioned earlier, that collaboration component early on to rethink, do things differently. Contracts, the way they're written, have to be completely revamped. Right? As long as you have contracts that are written in a way that will make people want to go back to their corners, point fingers, that is going to be okay in the beginning, right? But when problems happen, it's going to start going in a different way. People are going to go into a less productive way. People are trying to defend their interest over others. So that collaboration early on and changing the way the contract is, so it's no one's skin really in the game. It's all of us. We're all in the same ship together. So if the industry is able to somehow change the way that is, believe me, a lot of the other issues that were discussed in today's sessions, as well as what we see in actuality on site, a lot of those will end up dissipating if you have the right contracts in place. You know, I came in, I've worked with DMG prior to, and honestly, this was a step up. Finding a place in the middle of the Big Five shows the caliber of what they're trying to do, and obviously the speakers that came on board, the level of interest that was there is on a different level as a speaker, from the way they greet you prior to, onboard you as a speaker, follow up with you, coordinate with you, so everything is smooth and transition. Superb organization from head to toe. Great animation, graphics. The marketing team does a phenomenal job. Honestly, like if you see what's on there, it's on a different level, and that's what events in the region need. They need that caliber of presentation, that caliber of delivery. So job well done to the entire team.